The USA Network's popular dramedy series Royal Pains is returning after nearly a decade off the air, and here's what to know about the exciting reboot. Debuting in 2009 and created by Andrew Lenchevsky and John P. Rogers, the show concerns disgraced Dr. Hank Lawson, Mark Foystein, who moves to the Hamptons with his brother Evan, Paolo Costanzo, in order to work as a concierge doctor for the wealthy people that live in the seaside resort town. Poking fun at issues like class, Royal Pains soared because of its brilliant characters and humorous situations. During its run on the USA Network, Royal Pains was one of the network's most popular shows for the first few seasons, though it began tapering off. Like contemporaries such as Monk, Psych, Burn Notice, and Suits, Royal Pains was part of the network's beloved Blue Sky era. This period was exemplified by quirky and optimistic dramas that generally had a positive outlook. These shows have continued to be popular with the rise of streaming, and Royal Pains joined many of its contemporaries and found new life in the binge-watch era. As such, a reboot was quickly put into development. The Royal Pains reboot is in development. The show is returning with one of its creators, Hank checking someone's mouth in Royal Pains USA Network. Hot on the heels of the debut of the Suits franchise's reboot, Suits LA, NBC has announced a reboot for the USA Network's Royal Pains. Like the aforementioned legal drama, Royal Pains found a new audience when all 8 seasons were dropped on Netflix in early 2024. The binge-watch model has been particularly friendly to USA's Blue Sky shows, and Royal Pains joined Suits and White Collar in the reboot arena. Though little is known about the planned return, original series co-creator Andrew Lenchevsky will produce and write alongside Michael Rauch. Royal Pains is being brought back by NBC, and unlike the forthcoming White Collar reboot, isn't searching for a landing spot. Presumably, the Rainbow brand is aiming to air the reboot themselves, though it could also become a streaming exclusive on Peacock. No timeline has been announced for the reboot, though things will likely start being announced soon if NBC is hoping to deliver quickly. A 2025 debut seems very unlikely, but Royal Pains could be part of NBC's 2026 slate if development moves along swiftly. The Royal Pains reboot cast details. Mark Foystein will return as Dr. Hank Lawson. So far, only one name is attached to the reboot, but it's an important addition to the developing project. Mark Foystein is set to reprise his role as unfairly disgraced Dr. Henry Hank Lawson, the part he played across all 8 seasons of the original series. Though his return isn't confirmed yet, it's all but certain that Paolo Costanzo will be back as Hank's brother and business partner, Evan. While they may have had their ups and downs throughout the series, the relationship between the brothers was the true heart of the show. Several other main characters could presumably be back in their original roles, including Brooke D'Orsi as Paige Lawson, Evan's wife. Reshma Shetty appeared throughout Royal Pains as Hank's physician's assistant, Divya Katdare, and her return is yet another necessity. Jill Flint played the role of Jill Casey, and her engagement to Hank could necessitate her return. Dr. Jeremiah Sakani, played by Ben Schenkman, joined the latter half of the original series, and he may return too, though nothing is known about the plot of Royal Pains reboot just yet. The ending of the original series was far from conclusive. Hank returned to the Hamptons in the 3-year flash-forward and got Hank med up and running again, and it was revealed he would split his time between the resort town and his other endeavors. This alone could be the basis of the medical drama's reboot, with the doctor spending his summers tending to the needs of the wealthy inhabitants of the seaside city during its most populated time of year. Catching up with the other main characters would be fascinating to see as well, and each left the original series with a clear direction. Paige and Evan have now spent years as foster parents, and may even have more by now. Furthermore, Divya left the Hamptons for Johns Hopkins Medical School, and she's probably made a few more career leaps since then. Even if the series simply narrows its focus to center on Hank's practice, the dramedy has a lot to work with when Royal Pains finally returns.